pleasant evening to you all. In today's summary, a beach solidarity walk was organized yesterday on Pralay to commemorate World Cancer Day. The walk the walk is normally held every year on the 4th of February. A large group of people participated in the event organized by the Pralay branch of the Cancer Concern Association. The participants started from La Pirogue restaurant and bar at Côte d'Or, and some headed to Acajou Beach Resort, whilst others walked all the way to Paradise Sun Hotel. President Wevel Kalawan, who also participated in the event, reaffirmed his commitment to help the association set up an hospice. The theme chosen for this year's World Cancer Day is United by Unique, a theme that will also be used until 2027. 11 police officers attended a presentation and dialogue organized by former President Danifo. The presentation was entitled The Role of the Police in Elections. During the presentation, Mr. Fo spoke about his experience when he led international election observer missions. The session aimed at clarifying this critical aspect of election procedures and ensuring that police officers are well prepared for this year's elections. The police officers have found this meeting very informative, saying the knowledge gathered will better guide them during all election-related operations and will also better prepare their strategic plan. Seychellois visiting Thailand can now apply for a visa online, a procedure called e-visa. The introduction of the e-visa is possible thanks to the collaboration between the Department of Foreign Affairs through the late Honorary Consul of Thailand to Seychelles, Jo Chung Phai, and the government of Thailand. Many Seychellois are now visiting Thailand for medical, leisure, and shopping purposes. And the current Honorary Consul for Thailand to Seychelles, Alexandra Benoiton, explained the procedures to apply for an e-visa.
As of the 15th July 2024, people holding Seychelles passports were able to apply for visa on arrival, which is when they go to the airport and they pay a fee of about 2,000 baht with their documentations. They were approved to have a visa on arrival for up to 15 days. As of the 1st January 2025, in addition to the visa on arrival, Seychelles citizens can now apply online on www.thaivisa.go.th to have a visa online. The advantages of having an e-visa as opposed to visa on arrival is that a tourist visa can stay up to 60 days.
And the signing of a memorandum of understanding by the Cuban Vice Minister for Culture, Lizette Martinez Luzado, and the Secretary General for the Institute of Culture, Heritage and Arts, David André. The signing aims at offering cultural exchanges, ideas on the protection and conservation of documentation of the Seychelles heritage at the National Archives and Libraries. The Cuban ministry also donated books to the National Library of Seychelles. Vice Minister Martinez Luzado, speaking through a translator, says the MOU will strengthen the links between the heritage institutions of the two countries.
Hace de este día un gran día.
It makes today a very important day.
Acabamos de firmar un acuerdo que es el segundo que ya firmamos con nuestra institución y nuestro Instituto de Patrimonio, Arte y Cultura aquí en Seychelles.
We have just signed a second agreement which is instrument to help us strengthen the relationship, the link between our two heritage institutions, between the Seychelles and Cuba.
Y esto representa un nuevo paso de avance en el fortalecimiento de nuestras relaciones desde la cultura.
And this is a step forward in strengthening our relationship in respect of culture.
Also, during her visit to Seychelles, she paid a courtesy call on Foreign Affairs and Tourism Minister Sylvestre Radigon earlier this week. They discussed how to further strengthen on the agreement between the two countries and how to boost cooperation, particularly in the fields of culture and arts.
The Minister for Foreign Affairs and Tourism, Mr. Sylvestre Radigon, received the Vice Minister of Culture of Cuba, Mrs. Lisette Martinez Luzardo, at Maison Quai de Quincy. The two diplomats discussed the outcomes of President Juan Calawan's recent visit to Cuba, which they described as successful and fruitful, where various agreements were signed. Minister Radigon took the opportunity to convey Seychelles' appreciation for Cuba's support following years of strong cooperation, namely in the fields of health, culture, and education. He also reiterated Seychelles' position for the embargo on Cuba imposed by the USA to be lifted. Vice Minister Martinez Luzardo also thanked the Seychelles government for its long-standing friendship throughout the years. She added that this visit represents the concretization of the signing of the Cultural Cooperation Agreement between Seychelles and Cuba in April 2024. The agreement aims at enhancing people-to-people linkages between the two countries and providing solid prospects of networking in art and culture. Also present at the meeting were the Secretary General of the Seychelles Institute of Culture, Heritage and the Arts, Mr. David André, the Principal Secretary for Foreign Affairs, Ambassador Viviane Foctave, and the Principal Secretary for Tourism, Mrs. Shirin Francis.
Several primary and secondary schools have been awarded for their work within the Eco School program. It has been 30 years since the program was established and has different names such as the Wildlife Club. This program is now mandatory because it has been added to the school's curriculum, and the Beauvalon Primary School and Montfleury Secondary School have now reached level 3, which is the highest level to the Eco School program. The Ministry of Education has also taken the opportunity to thank the Eco Warriors who have continuously contributed towards helping the environment even if they outgrew the Eco School program. To end, the son of the legendary and popular South African reggae singer Lucky Dube and members of his father's original band visited the Seychelles hospital this morning. The aim of the visit was to see the state of the hospital, which turned 100 years old last year. They were accompanied on the visit by the manager of Mongi Imports, who brought them to Seychelles for a musical performance that will be held on Prale on the 8th and also on Mahe on the 14th of this month. A percentage of the money collected from the sales of tickets will go towards the new hospital fund. And Toko Zani Dube is the son of Lucky Dube.
For us, it was really important and really easy to do because if you look at my father's whole legacy, community is a big part of it, So when it came to something like supporting a hospital being built, that's something that's for the community. That's something that preserves life for people, So it was really easy for us to be on board with that and to support that because I don't think that my father would shy away from something like this. This is something that would have been very important to him and very high up on his list of priorities. So it really aligned well with myself and with the band to be part of something like this. Really come through to the shows and you can expect fire. It's going to be massive. We do have a lot of the original band members here. So you can expect, to hear the sounds, the quality that you would hear when my father was still around, So.
that's it for this news summary. I'll be back at 8 with the Creole Bulletin. Good evening.